Vitor Belfort versus Jake Paul. Vitor Belfort, in his second outing, an exhibition versus one of the greats, the real deal, Evander Holyfield, went out there and he slaughtered him. He embarrassed the old man, the 58-year-old, the great. Vitor Belfort is the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, a man who started out his career on fire as a young gun at 19 years old. Vitor really proved to the world that he deserved the name, the Phenom. At 19, he went into UFC 12 Judgment Day, knocking out both of his opponents, Scott Ferrazzo and Trot Tellingman, and he did it in both under 2 minutes. Vitor Belfort is not just an incredible martial artist with a black belt in judo and a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a man with lightning fast hands, a true great understanding of stand-up and utilization of his hands. Throughout his incredible mixed martial arts career, Vitor has always been known for that, beating Randy Couture and fighting some of the modern greats like John Jones, Anderson Silva. Just a legendary career overall. Jake Paul at 4-0 is on top of the boxing world. A real star. Jake Paul's been able to beat his opponents, 3 wins by knockout TKO, and in his last fight versus Tyron Woodley, going the distance and winning a split decision. Jake Paul is on top at 24 years old in terms of media and being on top of what people are saying every day. But Vitor Belfort left us with an amazing career. Jake Paul's just started. Vitor left 25 years in the octagon, and Jake could only hope to continue his next 20 years and leave such a legacy and become such a great like Vitor. After the fight, Vitor called out Jake Paul. Everybody wants to see this now. Triller is offering $25 million, $30 million, they said, for this fight. Jake Paul would be the bigger man. He's 1 inch taller. He has a 2-inch reach advantage. He's 6'1". He has a 76-inch reach, but he lacks a world of experience. And the experience that Vitor Belfort has is experience that you could never get again. Vitor Belfort fought back in the golden age of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Back in the day when there were no rules, Vitor was in there. He was willing, leave it all on the line with no rules, go out there and either truly hurt his opponent or get hurt in a matter that you can't do today. It was a different realm. It was a different sport. Regardless, Vitor Belfort has that experience. He's 20 years older, which is much older. He's 44 years old, so Jake Paul has an advantage in terms of age going into this fight. This will be a battle between a former UFC champion, a true legend, a man with a world of experience, versus Jake Paul, who is really starting to answer a lot of questions here. Could Jake go out there and beat guys who have great hands? He beat Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley, 2 great wrestlers, 2 former UFC champions, but neither of which have hands that are devastating and are known to knock out great fighters. Vitor Belfort, the legend, the great, the former UFC champion, the older man versus the young gun, the popular kid, Jake Paul.